what happens if, as we operate internet, we can operate the manufacturing processes and the production. I'm going to talk about that and specifically how it is happening in Barcelona, what is happening in Barcelona, and how Barcelona is going to become a fab city in the coming years, because it has a very unique history. I'm going to start maybe about myself. I am Venezuelan, by the way. I am not Catalan or Spanish, but actually I'm half Spanish. I grew up in Caracas, and I'm an urban planner by my bachelor's education. And Venezuela is known by different things. One is the highest waterfalls in the world, the Angel Falls. The other one, for good, I don't know, or bad, you can choose just yourself, is Hugo Chavez. The third one is Miss Universe. We are the second country that has awarded most of the times with the Miss Universe after the United States. So I grew up in Venezuela. I studied urban planning in the university. I studied about cities. And then I took a plane to Barcelona in 2006. And I ended up in this city, this amazing city, that, better in cities, architecture, design, is the city of Gaudi. You can say that it's beautiful nature. The mountain of Montserrat is beautiful enough. Maybe Messi is more famous than Chavez, of course, but we are still beating them in girls. We're still winning Miss Universe. So I ended up in this amazing place called the Institute for Advanced Architecture of Catalonia, founded by Vicente Guayar and Willy Muller in 2001, and mainly with the idea to create a new model of understanding the city of Barcelona. Barcelona, after the Olympic Games in 1992, became a paradigm of the cities for the world. But then these people say, no, this is not enough. We should get out of the comfort zone. They founded this institute, and they go to this building because they had a machine that they couldn't fit in the place that they were. It was a big milling machine. By that moment, I arrived to IAC and I thought, this is the new Bauhaus. This could be the Bauhaus of the 21st century. So I was in a wrong meeting, in the wrong place, sitting with Vicente, with Willy, and Marta, actually. And they say, in 3 months, New Gersenfield is coming. We have a list of machines that will complete the machines that we already have. We need a fab lab. So I got to this book that has been mentioned before. Me as an urban planner, I was coming to IAC to make a book about Taipei. And I ended up fascinated about the possibilities of changing the cities by the way you can change the production model of the city itself. And more important, maybe, to change the way of how people relate within the city, because mainly the city is about that. It's about how we interact between each other, how the citizens move, how the citizens, how the citizens make their own activities every day. So this is the first workshop we did in the launching of the Fab Lab. The first workshop with kids. As you can see, this is the early stage of a Fab Lab. Then we fill it up with more people and with more machines. Actually, we have like 2 Fab Labs in one. And we have developed projects that they go from the size of a circuit board that you can put in your hand to an entire house produced for a competition in 2010. So that gives you a very wide range, and I'm sure that you have seen that during the day, of the things that you can make in a Fab Lab. But in some point, we realized that we could also make a city, but we understood that we could make a city in a Fab Lab by making a model of, this is the entire Barcelona in the scale 1 to 2,000. It's mainly the size of this wall, of the projector. And we did this with our students for a digital fabrication class. But we didn't know that we were actually producing a new city. 3 months after we made that prototype, that model with the Fab Lab machines, and the running for the election mayor, Xavier Trias, was presenting his plan of urban renovation for Barcelona in that same place. 2 months after, the guy won, basically. So he became the new mayor of Barcelona, the current mayor of Barcelona right now. And he just said, okay, you Vicente Guayar, that you founded IAC, now you are the chief architect of the city. You, Willy Muller, co-founder of IAC as well, you will be the director of the main urban development agency of the city. And you, Antoni Vives, key person in the development of IAC since the beginning, you will be my deputy mayor, and you are going to take care of all the future model of the city. As you can imagine, it's a big challenge, and actually a big compromise in a country like Spain today. And most of you have known about the Spanish Revolution. In 2008, we entered in the big crisis, and the whole industry of housing of Spain created a big bubble during 20 years that exploded and left a lot of people without employment and a lot of abandoned schools. People who abandoned schools to work in the construction sites. So we lost a lot of capabilities, human capabilities in the